y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go! Ready? 60 outlaw. 58 the month. Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check.
Now Saquon Barkley still going. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punishment.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a first and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. That is caught at the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
60 or.
3 down, 3 down.
Let's go.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Oh, eluding the tackle. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch your leg.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Slam, slam, slam. On the ball. Get it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the result. Of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Yeah, baby. It's game, baby.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
50, plant. Check it. Recon, 132.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Steve Griffin.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Check 33, 33, all day, every day, any day.
Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 26. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Mike check 33, 33. What we got?
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating him a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
64, weak. Hey, Delta. Hustle, hustle.
From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
X3, 218, chopper. Look at me, zipper. Go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Will get this out to Barkley, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Back.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Operating from the gun, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A good pickup there, a 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Let's get it. The 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence steps away to his left. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
58 right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam, slam, slam.
Now they'll run on the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a handoff looking right. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And a cut to the sideline. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 89 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. This will be caught at about the 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact, the turnover, and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
On the ready. Well, 58's the mic. Come on, D.
On second and 12, Jackson steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
On third and 1, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off ball. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one complete to Reed. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
To throw is Jackson, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Jackson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check your hot read. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy. Hey, check like 33. Check like 33. Here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. That's another Bengals.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
General West. At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Kill.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they're not able to solve their opponents. So they got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Go! Switch! Yeah! Go.
From the gun, Lawrence going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's set a tone. Whip. Alert three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check, check. Lucky. Check. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready. 18 Gator. Shoot. I got you. Hey, check right 33. I don't think you can go. Right, check 33.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And down to the 19-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 76 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Forced out to, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run with Barkley. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and it's now 4th and 3. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Operating from the gun, Lawrence being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. This is Barkley, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Caught left side, Bennett. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hard. Smooth. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet, go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jackson. And it is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
I smell fear in that offense. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coaches.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Watch out. Shoot.
From the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, and an alley to run. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson, rolling to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
54. Watch the curl. Go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Jackson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Give me that ball. Defense. Check.
Jackson now to throw again. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
54 is Mike. Check.
Jackson now to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. One last shot for Jackson. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Cincinnati, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.